Mask on, fucking mask off. I be on the back streets with the fucking bath salt. Send me on my cash app, call her off a cat call, mean the brick back.
Well, phase one of the day complete. And man, is it a good day, alright. God damn it. I know I'm a hot mess. Alright, I couldn't make myself, wait, am I going the right way? No, I'm going the wrong way. I couldn't make myself get up at 6. I couldn't do it. So I ended up really wanting to sleep until about 7. And then I guess 6:30 arrived, and I was like really shocked because the market was like overall down quite a bit. I guess I could say the specifics of what I was saying. It doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. But I was saying I was literally looking at Save, which is Spirit Airlines, and you could look up the date. Today's the May 28th. I was saying I like it at $13.85, right? And I wasn't even sure if it would come down to $13.85. But when I actually looked, it was like $13.20 something. So for a long term, that's amazing. But well, it wasn't actually $13.20 immediately, but I think it did touch that. But I got in at $13.31 and I got out at $13.62. I made 2% in one day, which is like, you know, I made 3.5 in 3 weeks, and then I made 2% in one day. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. I think I might be getting better at this. So, and honestly, I was never red. The trade was never red. It was immediately when I purchased it. It was going up. It went up to 2% really quickly. But I guess I got kind of greedy, and you know, I'm like, well, shit, it was gonna move like that, right? But it kind of flattened out, and basically, I had to wait. I want to say about an hour. Yeah, something like that. About an hour of it kind of going up and down. But again, I was never red. So it's like I really wasn't sweating it. And I was also thinking like this is something I could hold for a while. But and on top of that, I was pretty sure it was still gonna, I'm pretty sure over the day it's gonna go higher than what it was at. But I had to do this, you know, kind of like appointment with my potential employer, and you know, we completed it. She was nice. She's from Boston. She treated me nice. We had a good talk, and it was very quick and easy. So now we wait. I'm gonna see about going to the DMV. I'm really not even I'm a little bit pooped. It does take, even though that's what I was saying before, even though, you know, what attracts people to actually trading is that you sit at your computer and and you make money quick without really doing anything, right? But it does take some energy. It takes something out of you. You know what I'm saying? If you are working in the short term, then it's kind of intense. You know what I'm saying? You are going to have a little spike in cortisol. You know what I'm saying? Your heart might start racing a little bit every once in a while. So, you know, maybe it has something to do with it. Maybe it just has the fact that I haven't eaten. I really didn't do my routine. I intended on doing my routine before I got out here. So, as you can see, it's kind of, let's see that. Yo, boy. Inner city boy. City boy. hot boy. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, I mean, I kind of honestly just kind of feel like going on a walk. I still haven't gotten in contact with someone I'm supposed to be meeting today before I go to the DMV, so I could see hanging out, just kind of chilling. I don't normally spend a lot of time down here, so maybe I can go for a walk. Or I could just find somewhere to sit down, go give myself some relaxation. But yeah, it's a great start to the day. I haven't even posted yesterday, so I'm gonna do that. And I'll be back with you soon.
Yo, what? Drink the water, I'm fucking on your daughter. Every beat I slaughter. I'm talking about the laughter, I'm talking about the ladder. These niggas understand that I'm trying to get it fatter. I'm talking about my wallet, I'm talking about a goblet. Talking about a goblet, I'm talking about a goblet. Lighting up an oddish, what's good I spot it. Show me how you bob it, if not we got a problem.
What is up, party people? Just got up from, I guess, sleep. I was gonna say a nap, but not much of a nap because I can't go back to sleep. I might try to grab another hour before I get back to business. Tomorrow is Friday. It's gonna be a huge day. There's like, I know that Trump signed an executive order today to try to end censorship in the media, social media, by removing a protection given to them on the basis that they be impartial. I'm just going to say it. Yeah, I didn't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. I feel like he's well within his right to do so. I know a lot of people who are being censored, and you can clearly see that these social media platforms have an agenda. And it's not just what they censor, it's what they promote. They promote certain negativity. They promote bad, bad media on certain people. It's clear as day, you know, which that's not, you know, I think about it like this. They own the platform, right? So they have the right to do what they want on with their platform, right? Like a piece of property. Even though I feel like there's an issue with free speech when you are censoring people at some point. Obviously, some things are illegal and some things are hateful and some things are dangerous, right? But it's so skewed in one direction. It's kind of ridiculous, and I think that it's dangerous for everyone. I forgot what the saying is, but it's like injustice anywhere is a threat to injustice or justice everywhere, or something like that. So yeah, that happened today, and it's not something that I was privy to until later, before after I recorded my last clip. And further along this line of thinking is the coverage of George Floyd, which is obviously disgusting. Not the coverage is somewhat disgusting, but what the actual action that happened is obviously just very disgusting. I haven't seen actual video of it. I'm not sure I want to because I'm pretty traumatized from a bunch of police brutality videos that I've seen already. And I can just see by context clues from looking at the picture, which I'll put right here. You can clearly see that he is not threatened. He has his hands in his pockets or by his side, if I'm not mistaken. They're in his pockets. He's kneeling on his neck. This is obviously a racist, potentially KKK member. And I say that if I say that, and it sounds crazy, look into it because it's not that absurd a thing. That it happens all the time. The good old boys clubs in the police department that are KKK members, and the only time that they ever get in trouble is when they get bad press. That's what happens. So, looking into his background, I believe that he's probably a KKK member. He's obviously a racist. He obviously shouldn't be a police officer. He murdered more than one person over his over the last, let's just say 10 years. It's less than 10 years, but over the last 10 years, a handful of people of color. So, and this is egregious. This is, I'm actually slightly disgusted by the fact that the police force was outside of his home protecting him. That's not something that you would normally do if like if I called the police right now and I was like, oh, there's somebody threatening me, they would say, or like there's somebody outside my door, I believe that they're gonna cause me harm. They wouldn't send a whole group like that. You know what I'm saying? Number one. Number two, they probably wouldn't do anything. They'd probably be like, all right, well, we need to see you dead first, or you need to get shot. Something needs to happen before we're gonna intervene. This man should probably be dead. And if they want to prosecute whoever kills him, they should prosecute whoever kills him. You know what I'm saying? That's how they want to go about it. I'm sure there's plenty of people who would gladly be the person that goes to jail for the murder of George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm not saying that I want people to do that. I'm not saying that I think that that's the right thing to do, but there's a lot of gray area here. It's unfortunate that I even have to talk about this. But one thing that you need to stay woke about is that, and you hear people saying this all the time, is that racism isn't new, police brutality isn't new, it's just that it's being recorded. It's just being documented. That's like the first little hint that you need to hear. The next thing that I'm going to point out to you is the news is pumping this nonstop. Okay? Now, think about what the news profits on. Basically, they profit on fear. The coronavirus thing is pretty much over with, if you ask me. Most people, it's like there's not much to cover. People don't care that much about it anymore, right? No fear there. So they're literally going to trying to raise race tensions, a race war. And this is not the first time that they've done this. They did this very recently. You know what I'm saying? Which is, it's like at this point they don't have they're reaching, and then also taking into consideration that it's an election year, so there's a lot of people that would benefit from chaos in this situation. So same thing for social media. Social media in this pivotal time, in this important year, are stretching their their scope to help change the narrative in any way, shape, and form. And that means promoting negativity and downplaying positivity. And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, whoever's watching this isn't being offended by what I'm saying. I truthfully am just as disgusted as everyone else, just as, you know, like, my heart goes out to the people that I know are hurting. You know what I'm saying? But to some extent, you have to understand that this is on purpose. People get killed all the time. You know, and this guy knew he was being either being filmed or he was being filmed. He knew he was being filmed. He didn't care. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it's disgusting. Yes, racism is wrong. But you know, I seen like video of people like looting and stuff like that. You know, burning things down and stuff like that, which I get it. I wouldn't partake in it, me personally, just because I don't necessarily believe that two wrongs make a right. But then again, you know, an eye for an eye, peace through strength, whatever like that. But you know, you can arm yourself and be ready to protect yourself and things like that. But honestly, the police department doesn't give a fuck about Target. Doesn't give a fuck about Dollar Tree or Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those people that work there are good people. You know what I'm saying? Not racist. So it's just like, I know that there's anger, but it's displaced anger, you know, if you ask me. But I think that we need to stop paying attention to the news, because they're going to keep pumping this stuff and try to get you to act out of emotion, you know, and nothing good is going to come of it. And you might not necessarily be in the right. Imagine hurting somebody or doing something, drastic, or, allowing them to steal your peace over something that you don't necessarily know is even true. You know, stuff like this gets faked all the time. I'm not saying that this is fake. I'm pretty sure that this guy got killed by a racist cop. But it's like, could you imagine? So anyways, check out my new shoes, man. Got these shoes today, boy. I think they are fresh than a motherfucker, bro. Look at them shits, bro. Super fly. Yeah, man, I'll talk to you later.
All on my mind, I'm lost in time. I don't know where